Good morning, and thank you for taking time out to watch my channel. It is Father's Day, and I would like to say Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. My hat's off to you mothers that has played both roles, mother and father. But on today, it is considered Father's Day. So I want to say Happy Father's Day to everyone. I want to extend a special Happy Father's Day to my oldest son. He's a twin. He's just older by 1 minute. But I want to say happy first Father's Day to you, son. I know you're going to do great. So, y'all, I'm going to take you along as I prepare my husband's Father's Day meal. So today's menu is going to be mixed lima beans with field peas with snap. I'm going to do dressing. I'm going to do a shoulder roast, fried corn, and cornbread. I usually do the corn in the tube, the cream style corn in the tube, but today I'm not. I'm going to use cream style corn from a can, and I'm going to add corn and pepper with it. So I'm going to mix these two to make fried stuff. So far, I have already boiled my water, boiled my meat as well. These are my baby lima beans. They are on top, and inside are my field peas with snap. I'm going to go ahead and add this to the water because it has boiled for about 15 minutes, which is more than enough time. So that's just the water welcoming the vegetables, that's all. Just letting them know, hey, we're excited to have you here. I'm gonna let these simmer. And my next meal, my next preparation is going to be my shoulder roast. This is one of the roasts. I have another one in the sink already. I'm gonna go ahead and clean that one up, season it up. And what I do is my first coating is chili powder. I'm going to sprinkle just a generous amount of chili powder on each side of my roast seasoning, and I'm going to sear both sides. I want a little crust on each side. So y'all stand by. Let me go ahead and get everything prepped up so I can do my roast. I'm going to go ahead and set up the Instant Pot for sear. And I'm going to go ahead and season, just lightly season my roast. I'm going to pat dry it first. I'm going to add a little bit of cooking oil in here. I think I'm going to have to. Bring y'all a little closer. Told y'all I don't have much room in my kitchen. It's a very small kitchen. You're gonna hear it do a little popping because it has water still over in it. So you know what happens when water mixes with oil. So, two of the seasoning that I'm definitely going to use are onion powder and garlic powder. Let me step back. Onion powder and garlic powder. But because I have, because I have some McCormick garlic, onion, black pepper, and sea salt, this is what I'm going to use in spite of doing each one individually. So I'm going to use this one for sure. So as that prepared, there's no need, and I'm probably going to have to stop there and let the air pressure out. So we're going to go ahead and let that sear on both sides. Then we're going to go ahead and season up our roast and get it all taken care of. As you all know, using an Instant Pot is on, for me, it only takes 45 minutes. And that's for the tenderness to cook all the way through and to be prepared for us to chow down. So it takes about 45 minutes at the most. As you can see, I have my vegetable down real low. Only thing I have done was prepared my cooking meat and water. I haven't put any seasoning in here yet, but I am going to add seasoning. I'm going to also add a little bit of cooking oil to give it that tender, moist, kind of succulent taste to the vegetables. Just add a little bit at a time, and then I tend to taste my food as I go. And that way, that'll help me to get to the taste that I want. I don't have to have a lot of seasoning. So I met my husband, my kids preferred his cooking, and his kids preferred my cooking because of the seasoning. He used a lot more seasoning than I do. So I know if I can taste the seasoning in my food, it's good enough for him. So that's how I measure. But we will take care of this, and then the roast, and then I think about 2 more minutes. So I think it's already been in here for about 6 minutes. So I think in about 2 more minutes. So I give it about 8 minutes on each side. So I'm going to go ahead and flip this one. Well, because it started out at 30. It's at 24 now. So I'm going to do about 8 minutes on each side. Then I'm going to prepare my fried corn. I need to let y'all see me do the dressing. And I forgot to tell you all, I am going to do made from scratch lemonade. And I'm still popping. That's the look. I don't know if y'all can see, but I can't bring it over to you. I wish I could. The look is okay to me, but it's not dark enough. So y'all stand by. So y'all, I have cut up some onions for the vegetables, the dressing, as well as the roast. So I'm gonna leave them like this. Some I'm going to chop up because I don't like to chew on the onion or crunch on the onion when they are in my dressing. So I'm gonna chop those up in my little chopper. The roast has completed its course the first 30 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and let out the steam. And I'm gonna add some onion to the vegetables. So what I did, I just cut one of the circles in half. I'm just gonna take these and set them on the top. I taste them. The seasoning, I can taste the seasoning in the peas and beans, so that's it for the peas and beans. I'm not going to add any more seasoning to those. My water is still boiling for my lemonade. I'm gonna get that prepared as well. So that's it for the onion and the peas and beans because I'm not a big fan of it. I'm gonna go ahead and chop these up and stick them over in my chopper. Then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to, what else I have to do? Cut up some potatoes to go in the roast. I can guarantee you that the roast is not ready. I'm gonna put y'all on pause so we can look at the roast. Give me a second. Those are the peas and beans. This is the cornbread that I prepared from a couple of days ago. This is the fried corn. And here is the roast. So this is the side that I seasoned last. So I'm gonna flip it over into the, so it can cook as well from this side. And this is the bottom side. And it's somewhat tender, as you can see. I'm gonna put this in for another 30 or 40 minutes, 30 minutes. And then with the broth that's in there, I'm going to make my gravy. So I'm not gonna do any frying or anything. I'm just gonna add my flour and put my gravy. Well, I'm gonna add my flour to make my gravy. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. As I keep doing these videos, it's gonna get better. So y'all overlook my mistakes and just hang in there with me. I promise you I'm gonna get better. I'm now chopping up, cutting up my lemons to prepare to make lemonade. I'm gonna go ahead and squeeze these or squeeze them. I wish many times I lived closer to my kids so they can come home and or come over for a good meal if they, you know, just a home cooked meal where they don't have to cook. They can just sit back and let someone else cook for them, or on the days when they're tired and they done worked hard or they done had a bad day and they be like, you know, I don't feel like cooking. Let's go by mom or mom and see what she cooked, or to see if she has any leftovers. I really, really wish I was closer to my kids. And that goes for the in-laws, my daughter-in-law, my son-in-law, my future son-in-law, my future daughter-in-law. Once you become a part of my children, you become a part of me. I love you just as much. I don't show any partiality in the kids. I love them all the same. Of course, children have different needs, so you have to attend to them differently. And of course, they may say, you treat this one better than you treat me. You don't have the same needs as that one, so that's why. But I guarantee you, if somebody get in behind you, I'm coming. That's going to be the same regardless. But everybody needs and needs to be tendered differently. So y'all, I even went ahead and chopped up my onions. So this is my chopper I was telling you about, and this is how it chopped them up, real nice and fine. So that's going in the dressing. So I didn't get much lemon juice I probably, in this cup, it's probably to here. As you, yeah, you can see. So I'm gonna add that to my lemonade mixture. So all my lemon, my water is in here. I'm gonna add some sugar while it's still warm, so it'll go ahead and dissolve, and I'm gonna get that out the way once I find something to put this tea in, because I need that container. So y'all, I try to keep my work area clean. Every now and then, if I go so long working, I have to let out that dishwater and make me some fresh dishwater. So now that everything, most of everything is prepared, I'm gonna go ahead and start my dressing. We got 22 minutes on the second round of the roast. I forgot to put my onions in, so I'm gonna put that in after the second go round. And in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and chop up my potatoes as well to go over in with the roast. So I have 3 of these big bad boys. Y'all don't mind the way I look. I got up this morning, threw on some clothes, ran to the store. Got 3 of these. I'm gonna clean them up, chop them up, put them over in there with the roast, throw them on. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and do the dressing. I already crumbled up my breadcrumbs. I learned later in life that some people actually use crackers, they use croutons, they use biscuits, they use all kind of bread to go in their dressing. Now, I was not taught that way, but it was shocking to me to hear people say that they use those things in their dressing. I didn't knock them. I did try the crouton, I tried crackers, and I tried toast. That was my lemonade, just the water and the lemons. Y'all hold on a second. Okay, so I'm back. I had to go and unlock the door for my husband. I'm gonna go ahead and add some sugar in this lemonade. This is a half a cup. This is a whole cup. This is a half a cup. So far, 1.5 cup. I'm gonna let that sit there and dissolve a little bit. Put a lid on it. Let that sit there for a second. Now we back to this here dressing. Let me find me a big old spoon. Find me a big old spoon. All right. First thing I'm gonna add my cream of celery. Already been rinsed off, y'all. Full the top. This one didn't need the can opener. Thank God. We got 9 minutes on the roast on the second go round. I'm not going to start it up a third time until I cut up the potatoes. Anybody other than me fold your lips in when you're focusing on something? I can't help it. My husband used to pick at me all the time, and then when I stopped and I would try to control it, and I just couldn't focus. So I just said I just have to forget what people say and just do me. The second thing I'm going to do is the cream of chicken. My husband would taste the cream of chicken right out the can. I look at him like, ew, I can't do it. I got some crazy way of eating. And eat cream or anything out of the can. Can't do it. I call it old fashioned. But hey, to each his own. Once again, I don't judge. I don't normally add cream of mushroom, but today it's going to be cream of mushroom. I'm not even going to try to scrape all of it out. And I almost forgot, to be honest with you. I almost forgot the egg. But it really, in my opinion, I don't think it needs eggs because eggs were already in the cornbread. But we're going to do it again. So I'll just hold on a second. In our area of town, the eggs were $1.39 for a 18 count. Did y'all get in on that? It was $1 and something. I don't know exactly. Y'all don't quote me on the price. But we have a program. We had a weekly deal. So if you clip that weekly deal, you got those eggs for $1 and some change. So eggs have come down a lot. Alright, I haven't added any wet mix other than egg. I just did my cream of everything, celery, mushroom, and chicken. I'm going to add a little bit of milk. Not going to add a lot. I may have to add some more because I don't want it thick. Y'all, this hot. I like to go on and cook and get the stuff over with. And I like to cook little simple meals that don't take long. This is still kind of thick. This is my last time adding milk. So 3 times a charm. Let's see. Okay. It's gonna do it for me. Alright, so I told y'all I didn't have any chicken broth. So my mom bought me this broth base and seasoning, chicken flavored. And this is what I'm going to drop over in there for my chicken broth. So 2 tablespoons equal 1 cup. I don't know if y'all can read that, but that's where I got it from. 2 tablespoons equal 1 cup. So your girl just going to get I believe I done left it up there in the cabinet too long. Got chunks. And I don't want chunks. So what I'm going to do, since I don't want the chunks, I am going to warm up some water. Get it nice and hot, not a lot because I already have milk in here. And I'm going to add this into the water to make a liquefied chicken broth. So that's what I'm going to do instead of adding the powder. So as that melts, I'm going to go ahead and add these chopped up onions. No bell pepper. No chunks of chicken. Boo. black pepper. Salt. Give it a stir. I'm probably gonna heat up my chicken broth just a little bit more to go ahead and speed up that butter. Kind of give it a little hit. And it's too soupy. This is just me. Add a little cornmeal to it. Y'all don't mind them clothes in the background. I'm doing laundry as well. That's what came of the pink lemonade. Well, it became pink lemonade. That's the meal. Cranberry sauce. You can say what you want to say.
Damn it.
The onions on the peas and the beans. And he's gonna actually eat that old boiled bacon. I don't eat cooked meat. That's the roast, y'all. The gravy actually came out really, really thick.
Yes, Lord.
I'm extremely happy for myself. So now I'm going to prepare my plate. Y'all have a great, y'all have a happy Father's Day. And once again, happy Father's Day to my big daddy, as well as my son, Keontae.
Thank you.
So we hear all this commotion in the back. The smallest Zeta back here doing all of this fussing. And I'm gonna show y'all what she was fussing at. Anthony, you got a shovel? Yeah. This what she was fussing. Yeah, I'm pushing back with that. Pushing back the other way.
Where you going?
No, he gonna fight now. He gone in the shell now.
Where you going now? Nowhere you can go.
We can't go anywhere. I don't know what we're trying to do. Trying to turn him around.
No, he got to turn around. He don't went the wrong way.
Oh, yeah, I'm bumped into that thing.
Like I said, he gonna end up going across that road.
Just so he don't go that way, because if he come this way, he gonna go up in the oh, he looking this way. Oh, he can't get through here.
Don't have to go around.
Go back the other way. I don't wanna hurt you. Go back up in the shell. Go back. Go back. There you go. There you go. He's determined he gonna go this way, ain't he? Go back up in the shell. Go back.